Hey y'all, it's Miss B. Okay, today's book is called Pigsty, and it's written by Mark Teague. What do you see on the front of the book here? Pigs and a kid. What do you think pigsty might mean? You know what that means? Pigsty? Let's read it and find out. Monday afternoon, Wendell Fultz's mother told him to clean his room. It's turning into a pigsty, she said. What do you think that means? His room is turning into a pigsty. Wendell went upstairs. Much to his surprise, a large pig was sitting on his bed. Look at that room. He has a blanket on the bookshelf. There's toys on the floor, pillow on the floor. His bed isn't made. And there's a pig laying on the bed. Pardon me, said Wendell. He shoved some toys into his closet, but the pig didn't seem to mind the mess, and Wendell found that he didn't mind the pig either. He decided to take a break. So, he looks like he's cleaning up a little bit, but then he decided he was done cleaning. And he decided to take a break. When Wendell's mother came to look at his room, the pig was hiding, but the mess was still there. She threw up her hands. Okay, Wendell, she said, if you want to live in a pigsty, that's up to you. So what do you think a pigsty is? Where pigs live. Wendell could hardly believe his luck. Now I can live however I want. He didn't even worry when he came home on Tuesday and found a second pig in his room. The mess had grown a bit worse, but he was able to jam most of it under his bed. Pigs are all right, he said, as long as it's only one or two. So how many pigs does Wendell have now in his room? 1, 2. Does his room look any cleaner? Not really. In fact, they had a wonderful time. They played Monopoly until late each night and left the pieces lying all over the floor. They had paper airplane wars and pillow fights. The bed became a trampoline. Seems like they're having a lot of fun, right? I wonder if it's worth it. Then 2 more pigs showed up. The mess grew and grew. So what does that mean? The mess got bigger. That night when Wendell went to bed, the pigs were lying everywhere. They rolled up in his blankets and hogged the pillows too. Wendell told himself he didn't mind, but then he found hoof prints on his comic books. How would you feel about that? These pigs have taken over his bed. He doesn't have anywhere to lay. He doesn't have a pillow to put his head on or a blanket to cover up with. And then the pigs messed up his comic books. I think I would be upset. And Friday, when he got home from school, he saw that someone had been sitting on his basketball. And his baseball cards were chewed. Oh my goodness. There's the basketball that someone sat on. Baseball cards are all chewed. And look at this mess. Even worse than before. That does it, said Wendell. I've had enough. He ran downstairs to tell his mother. Sorry, she said, but your room is your responsibility. She handed him a broom. All right, so looks like Wendell's had enough of the mess. Mom says, I'm not going to clean it for you. You have to take care of your own room. Wendell started to complain. The mess was too huge, but suddenly he remembered a saying he'd heard that many hooves make light work. He marched upstairs and organized a cleaning crew. So do you think he's going to get those pigs to help out and clean the room some? We'll see. They swept and scoured, polished and scrubbed. Later that afternoon, Wendell inspected his room and pronounced it clean. Look at that room. It looks so nice. You can see the floor, the bed is made, everything's put away. In fact, it was a bit too clean from a pig's point of view. So while Wendell inspected, the pigs prepared to go home. One of them made a phone call and a farm truck came to pick them up. They hugged and grunted and oinked goodbye. From that day on, Wendell kept his room clean. Look at that. That's silly, a pig on the phone. There they are saying goodbye. The pigs are loading up on the truck. So it says from that day on, Wendell kept his room clean, except for those nights when his friends came by to play Monopoly. The end. How did you like that story, Pigsty? Well, I think this book is about being responsible by cleaning your room, cleaning up after yourself in the classroom or at home, and following directions. Because what did Mama say in this book? She wanted him to clean that room, right? So I have a little game here. See if I can find it. Share my screen. And here's our game. It's about following directions. Okay, we're going to find the farm animals because pigs are farm animals, right? Remember they got on the farm truck to go back home? All right, I'm going to start with the number 1, and the directions say to sit down. Okay, if you're already sitting down, you have to stand up and then follow directions to sit down. Very good, and here's a picture of sit down. Right. There's our first little animal. It was a mouse. Did you see it? All right, let's go to number 2. This one says touch your knees. So just use your hands and touch your knees. Okay, and here's the picture of touch your knees. Let's see what our next animal is. Another mouse. I thought we were going to see different animals. Let's see what number 3 has for us. Stomp your feet. Can you stomp your feet on the floor? All right, so I'm going to look for this sentence or this statement. Stomp your feet. There it is. Another mouse. Okay. Number 4, touch your head. You do that? Follow directions and touch your head. Now this is, I think that's a twirl right there. So I'm going to go with this one. Okay, good. Touch your head. All right, number 5. Let's see. Raise your leg. Okay, can you raise your leg? Raise it up. You see mine? Raise your leg. Here's our picture that matches. I guess we'll see the farm animal when all of the bales of hay are gone, I guess. Okay, close your eyes. Follow directions and close your eyes. And here's our picture. Okay, let's see what number 7 says. Touch your tummy or your stomach. Use your hands and touch your stomach. Follow those directions. Here's a picture that matches. Number 8, turn around. I'm just going to turn like this. Since I have my headphones in, that might be hard to twirl. Okay, I need you to turn around. You do it too. Here's our picture that matches. This little girl is doing a whole twirl over here. That little mouse again. All right, number 9. Stand up. Stand up out of your seat. Okay, which picture matches this? There it is. Stand up. Look, what did we find? A little horse. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do number 10 and then we'll stop there. That means we've answered 10 questions. What's number 10 say? Clap your hands. And I'm going to clap for you because you did a good job. All right, we'll stop there for now. And I hope you're enjoying these the books that I'm reading you. And I'll see you next time for the next book. Bye.